Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Old School UFC, where I'm just trying to raise the profile of UFC cards and collectibles, particularly old school. But it doesn't matter if you prefer to collect new fighters, new cards, you're very welcome here. I think the important thing is just raising the profile of our hobby as much as we can. Before I start showing today's cards, can I just give a big thank you to everybody who took the time to watch the first video. It's very raw. I'm not very good at this. It's harder to do than I thought it would be, but I'm really passionate about card collecting. I want more people to get into it, and I'm going to continue with these videos because I think even if just a few people watch them, they might spot a card that they really like the look of, and it might inspire them to start collecting themselves. So thank you for all of the feedback, all of the kind comments, the encouragement. I'm very grateful. As I say, this sort of thing does not come naturally to me, and it was a bit daunting, to be honest with you. But my enthusiasm for the hobby overrode all of those fears, and the encouragement and the kind comments certainly helped as well. So last time I showed you some of my red inks. Today I've just picked out some random singles that I'm sorting out. There is no rhyme or reason to this collection of single cards at all. There's the whole spectrum here. Even some more modern fighters as well, so it isn't just old school. And these are just cards that caught my eye, that I like the look of. They're a bit different. They're a fighter that may appeal to me, or it's low numbered, or just an unusual card. So I'm going to take you through them. I hope you find it interesting to go through these singles with me. They're not particularly valuable, I wouldn't say, most of them. There's obviously the odd decent card in here, but it's not about the value for me. I just really enjoy collecting them and going through them, and particularly when it's a fighter that I admire or I'm interested in. So here goes. Let's get into it. So first up, one of the OGs from back in the day, Stephan Bonnar. I really admired him. Without him and Forrest Griffin, there would not have been the UFC as we know it. This one is numbered to 79, which is a really odd denomination. It's from 2012. It's a Bloodlines card, and yeah, it didn't cost me a lot of money at all. It's an authentic fighter worn relic, supposedly, and yeah, an attractive card, and a fighter that I want to have at least one auto of. In fact, I've got another one up here. So I've got his first auto, which I also managed to pick up. So this is literally his first auto. I hope you can see that without too much glare on the screen. It's such a shame that he's no longer with us. This is from 2011. It's not numbered, so I don't know how many of his first auto cards are out there. But yeah, I saw that at a really reasonable price, and I thought I'm going to pick that up. So 2011 first auto, 2012 Bloodlines. Really nice signature as well. Really attractive signature. And RIP to Stephan Bonnar. Next up, we have another fighter. He was never a champion, but somebody I always really admired the way he fought. He was ferocious, no-nonsense fighter. The immortal Matt Brown. This is from 2013. Again, not particularly low numbered. It's 249. But as I said on the red ink video, I really like it when they write an inscription, their nickname in there. The Immortal, great nickname, that one of my favourite nicknames. And yeah, again, a really attractive card to have. I don't think they're part of the same set. No, they're not. No, that's a Bloodlines and that isn't. But again, fighter worn relic. Does not come from any specific match. But I don't care about that. It's a really attractive card, and it's got the inscription there. Another fighter that I really liked back in the day, Shoosen Alexander. I don't know if some of the younger fans remember this guy, but he was called the Mike Tyson of MMA. He absolutely destroyed Keith Jardine. That was one of his signature fights in brutal fashion. Absolutely ferocious for a few fights, knockout after knockout. I think he fought Kimbo after that. I don't think it was a great fight, but he fizzled out pretty quickly. But absolutely ferocious light heavyweight. Black ink, which is quite unusual actually. These Ring King cards are really attractive. Not particularly low numbered, it's 225, but a beautiful card of a fighter that I remember being really excited to watch. Everyone will know who this is. The Iceman himself, Chuck Liddell. Beautiful looking card again. Absolutely gorgeous design. I have to say, early Topps cards. This is 2010 main event. Beautiful. The quality and the attention to detail, the care they put into them. That is a beautiful card in its own right. It's not numbered. I don't know how rare it is, but anything 2010, 2011 appeals to me, and that card certainly did. This next card I was very lucky to pick up. This is a Tale of the Tape from Michael Bisping and Wanderlei Silva, two fighters who, again, I really liked. I was a massive Wanderlei fan back in the day. In Pride, he was maybe taking some substances he shouldn't have been, but he looked unbeatable for a time. Ferocious head kicks and stomps, and just a beast. These are fight used hand tapes for both guys, for Bisping and Wanderlei, and a pretty rare card, numbered to 25. You can see it's 2011, and it's a Tale of the Tape dual relic card. It's the only one I've got out of this set. They're quite expensive online when I see them, but I particularly wanted this because it's Wanderlei and it's Bisping. I tend to like UK fighter cards when I can find them. So as I said, completely random. There's no rhyme or reason to these singles. They're just cards that I've purchased that I really like the look of. Talking of British fighters, I'll quickly take you through these Dan Hardy cards. There's one here with Rumble, who's another fighter that I've said before I really admire. Unbelievable that they fought at welterweight. Really crazy that. This is a Ruby. It's number 6 of only 8. So that was a really nice card for me to pick up. I already had the fighter worn version of the card as well, so they make quite a nice pair. But interestingly, that one isn't numbered. But look at the detail. Look at the amount of information you get on the back of the cards in the old Topps days. This was from 2011, March 2011, so 15 years ago now. Unbelievable. I remember the fight. I can't believe it's been 15 years, but a Ruby and a dual fighter worn patch card, both of Dan Hardy. And then I've got some various autos of his. They're not valuable. I just again, that's a 2010. So quite an early one of the Outlaw. A nice Finest Threads of his. I think that one is, yeah, numbered to 25, 2011. Dan Hardy welterweight. You can see how cheap that was, $10. Numbered to 88. I can't see what year that one is. This is authentic Fighter One gear. That was actually signed in person, 2010. This is a nice card. This is a Ruby. It's number 1 of 8. Again, Fighter Worn from 2010. Very pleased to pick that one up. This one is numbered 75. Signed in silver ink. Topps full contact autograph 2013. And there's two more. There's Finest Moments from 2012, I think that is. And again, loads of detail on the back there. And a really nice action shot on the card itself. And then my last one, other than a couple of duals and triples I've got him on, is here. That one isn't numbered. So a bit of a Dan Hardy PC there. Let's just move them out of the way. I've mentioned a few times how much I admire Rumble Johnson. I've got a few of his cards, not many, but I've got a few. I really like these because they've got the inscription on. So he signed it and then Rumble underneath. They're not numbered, but I haven't seen many with the inscription. So I've got two of those actually. They were not cheap. They were less than, I think I paid $30 for them, something like that, which I think is a steal with the Rumble inscription on. RIP to Rumble. I've got a really nice red ink. I didn't show this in the first video of his. This is numbered to 15, so that's quite a rare card from 2010. I've got another red ink of his, which is a Notable Nicknames. Again, inscribed with Rumble. Beautiful red signature. Didn't show that in my red inks either. That's number 13 of 25 from 2012. The Notable Nickname cards are really going up in value. I've only got a couple of them. I haven't got any massive names other than Rumble. I'll show you those next, but that's a really nice card. And then I've got an authentic Fight Used automat. I hope you can see that, which is again really attractive card. So that's from 2015 from UFC Live 6. I don't know who his opponent was on that fight. I should have looked it up. He was still a welterweight then. What a beautiful card that is, with an authentic matte. His gorgeous signature and just a beautiful card. That's my little Rumble collection. The other two Notable Nicknames I've got, not particularly big names. I've got a Bigfoot, which is numbered out of 25. Antonio Silva from 2013. And I've got a Travis Brown Happer, also numbered to 25. That was 2012, the year before. So they're the only Notable Nicknames I've got, along with the Anthony Johnson. So they're quite expensive these days. I think I missed the boat on getting some before the prices started to climb. Again, completely random, but they're in my singles collection, so I thought that I'd show them. A couple more random cards just to show off. There's a Nate Diaz first auto. Diaz cards are red hot. Nate and his brother Nick, they're red hot. They really are. And this now would be a lot more than I paid for it some time ago. It's not numbered. It's from 2010. As I say, it's his first auto, and one that I was pleased to add to my collection. I'm sure most of you recognise this guy. Back in the really early days of the UFC, an absolute brawler. Tank Abbott. That's a fighter worn relic. It's not from any particular fight, I don't think. That's from 2011, A Moment of Truth card. Again, numbered to 25, number 22 of 25. You just don't see them around. And if you do, I would suggest that you, any of those low numbered cards from that long ago, I would pick them up. Another completely random card is this Fighting Forefathers Kevin Randleman. This is a ruby. It's number 4 of only 8. This was actually thrown in as part of a deal from my really good friend Tanner Shepherd in the US. He very kindly added this to a deal that we were doing, and it's a beautiful card. It's, as I've said, it's one of only 8. They're Bloodlines, Fighting Forefathers, relic cards. Kevin Randleman, a real old school fighter, and quite an unusual card, which is probably why it appealed to me. Next up, talking of rubies, I've got 3 completely random rubies. I've got a Yoel Romero. Again, really attractive card. Athlete worn, supposedly. That's number 2 of 8 from 2018. I've got a John Dodson. It's not the biggest names, but I'm not bothered. You know, they're rubies, and they're both 2018. They must be part of this. Yeah, the design's very similar, isn't it? So part of the same set. And then I've got a Chris Weidman, which was also a ruby, number 2 of 8. So not massive value, but just really attractive to me. Another Weidman card here. This is numbered to 25, a UFC Champions card, Weidman versus Machida from UFC 175. A fight poster review autograph card. It's the only one I've got from that set, actually. But I really like the design of that. Next up are 4 that are all part of the same set. So these are called Championship Clashes, and they're numbered to 25, which is part of the appeal. This is from Velasquez and Dos Santos, signed by Dos Santos with his nickname Cigano underneath, from 2015. So I've got that one. I've got BJ Penn versus Diego Sanchez, also numbered to 25. Hope you can see that. I've got a bit of glare today. I've tried to get the light in as good as I can. So the same set. Weidman Silver, again numbered to 25. That's the left hook when Anderson was doing his showboating. I can't tell how gutted I was watching that fight live when Weidman knocked him out. I was a big Anderson fan back in the day, and yeah, took a bit of getting over, that one did. Great photo though, I have to say, and a really rare card. Only 25 of those. And I've also got a Mighty Mouse against Dodson, that of course numbered to 25 as well. So I always look out for these championship clashes. You don't see a ton of them about, and they're normally quite expensive, but they're really nice cards. Actually, action shots, and the fact they're numbered to 25, they really appeal to me quite a lot. These next 4 are a bit peculiar as well. Goodwin Champions. The first one I got was Mackenzie Dern. Actually, let's start with that one. Long before she came the champ, I just thought the card was really attractive. It looks like it's an on-card auto, and I got that before she became the champ. They're not numbered. There's quite a bit of detail on the back, but beautiful artwork, really attractive cards. So I don't see many about, but when I do, I try and pick them up. Aaron Pico, big fan of Pico. I know he got flatlined by Lerone Murphy, but he's fighting this Saturday against Pitbull, and I think that's a good matchup for him. I really hope he wins. I don't know why I like him so much. I just do, and I'll be rooting for him at the weekend. But Aaron Pico on card auto. Goodwin Champions Misha Tate. I think that one must be from a different year. Yes, it is. It's a different style. I can't see the year. But again, an on-card auto of Misha. And then I got Mark Coleman, one of the OGs. That's from the same set. So those 3 are definitely from the same year, the same set. and then there's the Misha. Anytime you can see an on-card auto of a really well-known fighter, I would advise that you'd reach out and grab that as quickly as you can. Got some really unusual cards here. Now, talk about random. These are completely random, actually. Let's just make a bit of room here. So, this is a Sports Kings Redemption card featuring GSP and Tito Ortiz. It's not numbered. It's a silver version, and this features some memorabilia. There's a fight-worn Tito Ortiz trunks, apparently, and a GSP walk-in shirt from UFC 100. And the authenticity is guaranteed by Sport Kings LP. So, was not expensive at all. I like the fact that it's fighter-worn memorabilia. I like the artwork on the card as well. I don't think it's valuable at all, but it just appealed to me. Likewise, this one, which is a very similar type of card, again from Sports Kings, Ken Shamrock and Randy Couture. We've got a fight-worn Ken Shamrock trunks and a training-worn Randy Couture t-shirt. Again, silver version, whatever that means. I can't see, oh, there is a number, 5 of 8. There we go. Number 5 of 8. So, obviously not many of them about if there's only 8. I like the old Randy Couture stuff, so I picked that up. Quite inexpensive. And then there's another Sports King here. This has got Randy Couture, Ken Shamrock and Rampage. It's number 4 of 4. Really unusual card. And it says that the training worn Randy Couture t-shirt, probably the same as on the other one, a fight worn Ken Shamrock trunks, and the shirt worn by Rampage to the cage at UFC 71. I need to look up which fight that was, UFC 71, but quite an unusual card, isn't it? 4 of 4. So they're really random. Didn't cost a lot of money at all. Last couple of cards, just to round things off. These are not older cards, but it's an older fighter. I like Royce Gracie. You can see the dual Bloodlines card at the back there. So this was the first dual auto I ever got. I won this in a Raz. I could not believe it was the first Raz I ever entered. Number 9 of 10 and Royce Gracie. So whenever I see a nice Royce Gracie card, I either enter it, try and win it in a Raz, or I buy them. That's number to 25, Golden Hall. Number to 99. These are quite unusual cards. So these are the finest autograph fight glove card. Somehow I've got 2 of those. So if anybody wants one, reach out to me, and very happy to let one go. If you want one of those, I rarely sell anything, but I'll let a duplicate go. As you can see, I've got 2 of those. I think they were the K-sit. They're quite rare in the shape of a glove. Quite a novel design. End up with 2 of those somehow. I've got a Royce Gracie Stadium Club on-card auto, number 1 of 5. I won that in a Raz as well, number 1 of only 5. So very pleased to hit that. Number to 99, again a more modern one, 2012 throwback signatures, but it's a 2025 card. And then a numbered 99. So not a lot of Royce, but a few bits and pieces. The main one's obviously the jewel I showed you at the start. And then finally, just a couple, just to prove that I do look for some of the modern fighters as well. I've got a Bo Nickel. I've only got the one. It's numbered to 25. It's a UFC Midnight. I know he's lost. I actually think that the loss won't hurt him particularly. I expect great things of him. I think he can be a champion. This is a relic auto card from 2025. And then my current favourite fighter is Poton. Just got a couple of cards of his. This one's numbered to 50. A really beautiful card, really attractive. From Alex Pereira. And this one's also numbered to 50, number 1 of 50 actually. So just the 2 Proton cards. His cards are very strong at the moment. If he wins the heavyweight title, if he becomes a 3 division champ, then I expect his cards to rocket. But you know what? They're beautiful to look at. I'm very happy to own them. And that concludes today's video. Real random cards, like I've said, lots of random singles. Thank you for watching. Next week's video, I'm going to show some of my triple auto collection off. I've got a large number of triple autos. I'll sort them out and show you. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed looking at those random cards. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.